Hello, welcome to Crimson Tuesday. We're on time. 8 o'clock. I'm gonna savor this moment. Mousim, it's good to see you. Just a Jeffy, hello. Jim Makes Games, good to see you. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I like the emoji with the little hi. Very, very good. Fluke, it's good to see you as well. Howdy. 801, we did it. I've probably... Dan and I have been streaming for maybe... It's been, what? Like a year and 8 or 9 months maybe. And I think I've been on time maybe 3 times. I've got some cool dev updates that are pretty exciting, and there is the big adventure event which got announced last week on Twitter and other places, I'm sure, and the Gazette came out on the weekend, on the Sunday I think, and I'm working on my cross stitch. We're going to do some Photoshop tonight. We're going to work on the same river scene, which is getting close to being done. And later on, we'll be raiding Dan, and Dan will be working on a piece for us that I'm hoping will make it into the latest version of the demo, which should be coming pretty soon, sooner rather than later, which is one of my exciting bits of news. Amberzine, good to see you. Yes, Eden Waith, exciting dev announcements. Yeah, so I guess I should just get into it. The new and improved demo, and I think when I was looking on Steam today trying to remember how to upload a new build of the demo onto my Steam store page, I think the last version of the demo was pushed in May of 2020, and so this is going to have a lot of improvements hopefully, and bug fixes and things like that. And hopefully including this new ragtime piece, this ragtime piece that Dan's been working on before. We're going to hope to include that as well. And that's going to debut at the start of the Big Adventure event, which is running from January the 20th to the 24th. And it's a huge showcase of just so many, dozens and dozens of adventure games, where there'll be streams and demos made available, all kinds of stuff. And I'll be doing a special stream on Sunday the 23rd, at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I can show you guys the features of what'll be in that version. There won't be any new story content, so if you've played the demo already, you won't notice anything like that. But if you have played an older version and you play this one, you'll notice hopefully that there are some more options that are made available. And if you've been coming to stream over the past many months, you will be pretty familiar with most of the stuff that I'll be showing, but I'll be showing it kind of all together, and also I guess playing through some of the demo as much as I can. Asian Rex, good to see you. Happy Crimson Tuesday. How about an EGA drawing of Dan making music? That's pretty inevitable, I think. Yes, quality of gameplay improvements, Eden Waith, exactly. And Eden Waith has been kind enough to offer me porting services to macOS as well, so hopefully that can all be done by the 20th. We'll see. It's kind of the last thing I need to do is have Dan finish this piece for us, and hopefully we can do that tonight. Ronald Dragster, good to see you. Slash Studio, happy Crimson Tuesday to you too. And I guess I might as well show... Hold on. The first thing I've got up is, I still haven't... Another dev update. Less exciting is, I haven't mailed out the cards yet, so that the Patreon thing where if you're a $5 tier patron and you don't join at any time, you get this holiday pack of last year's cards and some postcards and a sticker. And that's still going until I eventually mail my stuff. Apparently in Toronto, they're saying that it's getting better, so maybe I'll mail them at some point. Grindislav, good to see you. Fantastic. Oh, Flucas, thank you for wishlisting the game. Yes, as Grindislav will know, wishlisting is a huge deal for us devs, because it kind of gives us more of that exposure on the Steam store page, which we desperately need, especially when we launch. But yeah, so I've got a little graphic here. This is my Big Adventure event graphic. Oh, George Broussard, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, this is the thing about the Big Adventure event. If you're a game dev and you're an adventure game dev, I highly recommend submitting to this event. It is an incredible showcase, and I got a lot of wish lists. Speaking of wish lists, I got a lot of wish lists last time I showed at the event, and I'm excited this year I can actually show my new and improved demo with them as well. and it's incredibly well organized. Everything, there was a guide for how to do everything, and there was creator outreach and stuff. So they had contacted a bunch of streamers and things, which leads me to another exciting piece of information. I'm not just doing a stream on the Sunday, the 23rd, at 8 p.m. Eastern. There is going to be a Twitch streamer that is going to be streaming not only just my demo, but some other demos from the Big Adventure event. Skinned Teen. Skinned Teen is, hold on, you know what? I've got this somewhere. BAE. Yes, Deluxe Tux, good to see you. Yes, and also, yes, that's true, Jester Jeffrey. We've had some crazy snow here in Toronto, so I would definitely need a dog sled team to get to the post office. But yeah, so that's the Nightbots, the link for the event. So there is a link to the Steam store page for the event. For my specific stream, if you go to the Steam store page for the Crimson Diamond and you scroll down to events and announcements, you can click on the event and then have, you yourself be notified by email, I'm assuming, or other places when I do go live with the stream. But yes, this Skinned Teen. Oh wow, that's not even a good link that I sent. I hope that works. Hold on, let me try this link. Oh no, great. I didn't even test this link. Give me a second. No. I didn't do that properly. I did not do that properly. Yikes. Okay, wait. Give me 1 second while I kind of do this. Skinned Teen on Twitch will be streaming on Friday, January the 21st at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I'm not sure when they'll be streaming my game, but I'm going to be trying to keep it kind of on in the background somewhere, and when they do start it up, I will try to be in chat to answer any questions. But yeah, let me just get back onto my Nightbot and fix that link so that's proper. Log in. So that's exciting because, yeah, so one of the great things about the Big Adventure event was they did all this creator outreach, and then they had, a list of people that we could approach and see if they'd be interested in streaming our particular game. And so that was really, really, really helpful. Hold on, let me get this. This is very exciting. I'm very sorry. Submit. Okay. And there's a timed one as well. Yeah, so I heartily recommend checking out the event if you're a games person, and also checking out the event if you are a dev, because it is extremely, extremely, extremely good. So that's that. I'm going to try that link again. And it's exclamation mark BAE. Is that working? Yay, okay, good. That's working now. Good. Sorry about that. Yeah, so one of the great things about the Big Adventure event is they do give you a bunch of assets you can promote on social media, etc. So they actually give the assets for every bit of this image that you're seeing here. So each is a separate PNG element: the Big Adventure event, the date, the details, these two people sitting at this table. So I was able to stick Nancy behind the table really easily because it's just layered in Photoshop. So I really appreciate all the work they put into making it really easy for us to connect with streamers and other people and to promote. So that's a thing. I've never seen an online event handled this way, and to me it's been really wonderful. So highly recommended. Flucus. Indie games are killing it right now. I'm getting all my game time in on retro or indie titles lately, mostly outside of Steam. Yeah, so I will be making the Crimson Diamond demo available. Oh, Electric Dragon UK, thanks for the resub. Thank you. Hi, not staying long because it's late, but we'll catch up tomorrow, Electric Dragon UK says. Thank you so much. Thank you, Electric Dragon UK. And I love the fact that you do watch the streams on YouTube after the fact, because that's why I put them up there, just in case people do want to see them if their schedules don't quite match up. Yes. Yes, a bunch of PSDs. Yeah, PNGs. Either way, there were a bunch of PNGs that were provided. And yeah, Grindislav, yeah, TCD's on the schedule, Sunday 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's when I'll be streaming. That's when I'll be streaming, and I'll be kind of the main stream person on the page, on the event page for the Big Adventure event. And Skinned Teen is going to be streaming the game separately, not on the event page, but on their own channel on this January the 21st at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I know, I'm glad that you're checking the dates and the times, because I'm always really careful about not messing that up. And if I do mess it up, I want to know as soon as possible. But yeah, so that's the event. The gang will be there. I hope so. Oh yeah. So yes. So Skinned Teen was one of the creator outreach people that was listed. We got a big spreadsheet for a bunch of different streamer people and other types of people who might be interested in showing the game or doing interviews and things like that. And I went through this whole list and I narrowed it down to just a half a dozen people that I then contacted and asked if they'd be interested. And Skin Teen was, and so I'm really, really excited to see what they think of it and the other games that are in the event. So that's that. So that's exciting news. And following closely on the heels of the new and improved demo, with hopefully the ragtime track provided by Dan tonight. Dan will be on around 9:30 or so tonight, we're hoping. Not only that, but yeah, so that follows that the beta will be ready soon. I was planning to do the beta first, but as the event came up, I realized I'm going to be streaming the new demo version anyway, so I might as well have that available for the start of the event. It just makes sense. But yes, followed closely on the heels of that will be the new beta, which is chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. The demo is chapter 1. Oh, Grandislav's also Lamplight City at 11 p.m. Rosewater at 12 a.m. Streaming. Grindislav, do you have anything special planned? Are you going to do Let's Plays of your games, or is it going to be like a question and answer period? So Grindislav is also part of the Big Adventure event. Yes, new and improved demo. Yeah, so that was the whole thing. And I went through a bunch of feedback the past couple of weeks, and I got through it all, and some of it had been in my unread mail part of my email for more than a year, some of it, so it was really great to clear that out. And what else do I have to say about stuff? This is why I have notes right there. Okay. Right. Okay, yes, I did mention the Gazette. There was the January version of the Gazette that came out on Sunday. Oh, pre-recorded stuff. So Grandislav's doing pre-recorded stuff for his Lamplight City at 11 p.m. on the Big Adventure event Steam page, and Rosewater at 12 a.m. Oh, Jim Makes Sims wants to know what are some of the new features in the demo. There's some toggles. So people were saying I would rather have the option not to have certain things, such as the opening tutorial. When you walk down the hall, there are those tutorial boxes that would show first time you go down those hallways. So you can toggle those on and off. You can toggle autosave on and off. The menus in general are a little bit more keyboard friendly in terms of scrolling through and selecting saved games and load games. So there's that. The new and improved text-based inventory menu for people who kind of want to have a text-based inventory window, although there's still quality of life improvements on my text-based inventory window. It's not just a shopping list of stuff. You can actually use look and examine on them. What else? There is off the top of my head, those are the things. Oh, I've also made a lot more of like the automated sequences, even if they're kind of on the shorter side, skippable. If you're seeing stuff more than once. Oh, Stampede 4, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so if you're seeing stuff more than once and you just want to kind of skip over stuff, I've included more of those things. Ferrari, heyo, good to see you. Deluxe Tux asks, did any of the updated intro art make it into the new demo? And that's a really good question, and the answer is yes. I actually took the updated river scene that we're actually going to be working on today, and I loaded it into the latest version of the build, my latest build. So there is that. There's the new and improved Royal Ontario Museum piece. There's the new and improved nighttime fish gutting campfire scene as well. So there is all that stuff. I did put all that in there too. So that's good. And so whatever we do tonight in terms of progress with the river scene, we will be showing that and implementing that into this new build. So it's version 16 of the demo. which is, yeah. And George Broussard says, Grenislav playing Lamplight right now, very early on, but enjoying it. Yes, Lamplight City is wonderful. I've played it. It's fantastic. Dan thinks the music is awesome. So congratulations, Grenislav, on that. And hopefully you sell more in your Steam sale, which is Lamplight City is currently 40% off, and Grenislav is turning 40, or you just turned 40 tomorrow, or yesterday, or today. Happy birthday. Oh, Furry just bought Lamplight as well. Nice. Yeah. I guess I should introduce myself, and then I will show my cross stitch, and then I'll introduce myself, I'll play the game trailer, I will show the cross stitch, and then we will get to work until Dan is ready for us. Yes, the new museum, all the hard work officially revealed. That was the toughest scene. There's an exterior shot of the Royal Canadian Museum, which is extremely based on the Royal Ontario Museum. And yeah, there's a few things that made it difficult. One of them was it was kind of more architectural and technical than most of the stuff in the game. And also we were really trying to nail a certain color effect with that piece, which was really early in the morning, just as the sun was rising, which is challenging anyway, and even more challenging with EGA. So we went through a lot of iterations on the color, but I'm pretty pleased with it. Yes, and hopefully Fluka says the new river seen in the demo is not the Milky River. It is not. No, it's the clear blue river, and we might be going into the animating of that river today, which I'm not looking forward to. Oh, Grenislav, Francisco Gonzalez of Grenislav Games, his birthday is tomorrow, so happy birthday. And if you're streaming tomorrow, I will see you then, and if not, have a wonderful day. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Mousemith had this wonderful 3D effect that he played in for, I think it was Police Quest 1, where you see Sonny Bonds walking through the police station, and the wonderful parallax of the 3D effect of that was kind of wonderful. I would love to try that. Yes, the release date for TCD 3D is 2057. I believe it. And that'll be just in time for after the game actually does release. But yeah, I guess I'll introduce myself. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Crimson Tuesday, which we do every Tuesday. Not every Tuesday, but most Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. I am Julia Minamata. I am the game developer behind The Crimson Diamond, which is a mystery adventure game set in Canada in the early 1900s, and you play that that lady, the lady that's behind these two ladies talking. And she listens in on conversations in the game, so this is kind of representative of the kind of actions you can expect to perform when you play the game. It's set in the early 1900s. You travel up to a ghost town called Crimson, Ontario. You stay at a lodge, and it's kind of like cozy mystery, Agatha Christie kind of looking and feeling game, where you uncover secrets and you solve mysteries, and you're trying to find out if there are diamonds in the area, because a fisherman who is seen in the intro sequence that I'm still updating finds a diamond in a fish and thinks that it's from the area. And so there's a recluse in the area that has this lodge, and you stay there, and over a series of a few days you get to meet a bunch of different people and do a bunch of different things, hopefully that are interesting and fun. I can't tell anymore because I just repeat the same things over and over again, but I hope you find it fun. And if you find any bugs or things you think I should improve, let me know, because I'm really super open to getting that feedback. It's super helpful, and I kind of implemented, I would say, about 80 to 85% of the suggestions people give. Oh, Anna, good to see you. Oh, and Grunislav is confirmed, barring unforeseen circumstances, to streaming tomorrow for Wild West Wednesdays. Grunislav Games usually streams Wild West Wednesdays at around 1 p.m. Eastern, where you can see either some background art, some rotoscoping animation, or actually working in an adventure game studio, which is super brave of him. At least it would be brave if it was me, because I find myself feeling super exposed if people were to see my coding, so... those are the ones I'm really interested in seeing, because I'm always up for learning more tricks, more AGS tricks. Oh, Anna has redeemed a watercolor cat card out of points. Anna says, nice big crowd in here today. Hi Julia, hi everybody. About to drive home, we'll drop in and say hello when I get there. In the meantime, you're going to accompany Jacob on the ride home, and I on the ride home today, so thank you for that. That's awesome. That's so lovely. I will get the cat card. After I did interrupt myself introducing myself, and I will show the trailer. That's not going to change. But yeah, Anna CGG is the co-host of the Classic Gamers Guild podcast, and their latest episode, which I have started listening to, is games between 1984 and 1986 that they liked playing. And it's a lovely podcast, and Paul and Anna have really good rapport. And so I recommend it heartily to anyone who is interested in hearing about adventure games, or even getting some developer interviews. So they do that sometimes, and those are usually really good. So highly recommend. And I will show the card. I will just, let me get up for 1 second and not move anything or bang into anything or knock over my green screen. I will get a cat card, Anna. And it's my pleasure to accompany you and Jacob home. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh wow, this is getting keyed out. No, it's not. Oh, see, there's the ring light, you guys. There's my ring light, my new ring light. Okay. Oh, and I just banged into everything, and I turned the banner. Everything's really close to me, the way it's set up here, and it's kind of restrictive. Okay. Let me just catch up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, Jim Makes Games. Nancy is a little bit more subtle with eavesdropping in the game than in this big adventure event promo image that I created. I like her blank stare. It just, I don't know. It's fine. Okay. Oh, Jacob wanted to see a card. Great, Anna. Yes. So let me get one out here in my limited space. Oh, Flukus, when you were once a hacky web developer, should have seen some horrible code. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't think I would show that. I think I've showed it a little bit, but it's not my thing. I feel like everyone would see what a gigantic fraud I am, and I don't need people to know that. George Broussard asks, is the Crimson Diamond written in AGS or Unity or something else? The Crimson Diamond is a proud adventure game studio game from beginning, and I'm a first-time programmer. Speaking of really shoddy code, I'm a first-time programmer type of person, and Adventure Game Studio has been amazing for that. It's exactly what I need to accomplish what I want to accomplish. Let's see, Jacob, what card will I pull out here? I have no recollection of what I've already shown, so I'm so sorry if this is a repeat. So let me take a quick look here. Oh, and this is kind of fun and kind of apropos. And I think you'll appreciate this, Jacob and Anna, if I can figure out how to get it out of the album. Oh my gosh, I have no room. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, cat card. Here's the cat card. This is... Oh, you know what? I'll go to Big Julia view. Okay. This is... Oh, you know what? I should turn off the... I'll turn off the... Give me a second. I'm going to turn off the... Oh, no. Don't do that. Okay. Whoops. Wrong thing. Okay. I'll turn off the chroma key. Okay. This is a Happy Birthday to Dad card. This was in 2009, and what we have is a very old looking computer, although it's not so old as you might imagine, but it does look a lot like the wonderful putty colored computers that we all used to enjoy pre-2009 even. We have two cats in this picture. We have Leo, who is the gray tabby, and we have Dido Cat, who is here on the left. And yeah, so we have our wonderful PC. We've always been a PC family. You can see the speaker there, the tower case here, the big fat monitor, CRT monitor, and a keyboard, and of course I think there's probably, I don't know, login passwords on the sticky note, I'm assuming. But yeah, that's the card. I know Jacob plays PC games, and Anna has a love of older PC games as well. So I thought, hey, let's take this one out for a spin and show the Happy Birthday Dad card. So thank you for the redemption, Anna. I'm just gonna put this here. I'll put that away later. Back to the chroma key. Yes. Great. Yes, George Broussard says, cool, never worry about your code, just get stuff on screen. Yeah, as long as it works, right? You know, the dangerous thing is thinking about, inevitably I would like to make another game after this. And just thinking how much easier it's going to be. Because I'll know all the stuff already, and there's so much stuff I've had to figure out and how to set it up that I can just reuse. And I would love to hear Francisco's opinion or perspective on that, if he's still here, about, do you ever have that delusion where you're thinking about how the next game is going to be so much easier because of everything you've learned up to this point, and how you've already created a lot of the systems that you can reuse? Or is that a rookie mistake? Or do you think that every single time? Jester Jeffrey says, done is better than perfect. That's my philosophy for code. Yeah, as long as it works. Jim McSeems, the big curvy keyboard is very early 2000s. Yes. Hey, Matt Tatter, good to see you. Yes, kitties. Yeah, they're cat cards. All the cats are now dead, unfortunately. But Dido, I still use her in the cards because she was the last to go, and also because she's kind of a black and white kitty, she kind of coordinates really well and is a good focal point because she's a big black cat on the cards, and so I don't have to worry about making her stand out because just the volume of black that's in her, it's very easy to do that. It's clearly one of those Microsoft ergonomic keyboards. Yes, needs a sticker to reminder to shut your PC off for the year 1999. Hello, Bill Kuhn. Good to see you. What you just missed me showing a CAD card. You missed that I will be doing a bonus stream on Sunday, January the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. And someone else, another Twitch streamer, will be streaming on Friday, the 21st at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So that's all you've missed. And I know it sounds like you might have missed more considering it's nearly 8:30, but you know how things go around here. Oh, Jacob! This is Jacob via NSCGG. This is Jacob, by the way. I'm playing Minecraft on the computer. Jacob, it's good to hear from you. It was really cool meeting you back when I got to meet you a couple of years ago, and I hope to see you again sometime. And I love how your mom is introducing you to all these wonderful games. I feel like you've had a childhood growing up that is somewhat similar to ours. Me and Anna and people of our generation, and I think she's a great mom for doing that. And that means we have a lot in common. Jim Makes Game says, definitely found it easier making my second game. Yeah, I'm hoping that the next game will be easier. But I find that at least with Francisco's games, and something I really love about Francisco's games is he gets more and more ambitious each time. And so I feel like that also means that his games don't become shorter in terms of development cycle. It's because he's always reaching for something more, which is super inspiring. Yes, Fluke, is that sweet? They're not, the cats aren't dead if you keep them alive in the cards. Yeah, I really enjoy doing that. Although I feel like maybe I should phase in some of the other cats here and there, maybe. Yes, Bill Kuhn, that's the big news I saw all over Twitter about Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard and becoming the owner of Sierra's copyrights. Yes. Now all Ken Williams has to do is call Bill Gates personally, because they used to have each other's phone numbers, and ask to buy Sierra back. Wouldn't that be something? Oh, Jacob says, my grandpa painted Tugger the other day. I would love to see that. Jacob, if you can get your mom to take a picture of the painting, I would love to see it. Your grandpa, I love his art. I love the fact that he makes his own pigments. I loved looking at all his work when I was there. So I would love to see it sometime. Grindislav says, inspiring or insane, perhaps both. Oh wow, and apparently Ken actually commented on the acquisition in the Sierra Chest Facebook group about the Microsoft acquisition. Who knows? It's a strange world we all live in, and I think we can all agree with that. Okay, so I'm going to last thing I have to do before we get down to business is I will show the progress on the latest cross-stitch piece, which is Nessa Crab, who was a tribute to her crabbiness, who actually came to stream the other week, which is super special to see her there. Because speaking of inspirations, of course, Francisco is a big one for me. Her crabbiness introduced me to Francisco's games with her Let's Plays, and so it was really cool to see her and get to show her the Nessa Crab. Oh, this is another one where I got to turn off the chroma key. 1 second. Yeah. There she is, her crabbiness. Of course, not anything like the real her crabbiness. Nessa Crab is. It's just all in the name. And just to have an overview of all of those ladies. I did 2 Nancy's because I wanted to compare some different embroidery floss colors. I mean, so what actually you see on the bottom 2, the light and the dark red is from this one, and the light red is from this one, because I realized I actually like the contrast of that combo better. So this was me just working out what colors I was using. So this one is, yeah, so that's coming along really well, I think. How do I do this? Yeah. So that's that. Very Batman Two-Facey. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Okay, let's turn on. You know, I would say embarrassingly, maybe couple weeks ago I realized that when I can toggle on and off an effects filter just by turning on and off the eyeball to the left. I was just deleting effects filters if I had to toggle them off and then recreating them again when I had to turn them on. So I'm glad I learned that. If anyone's using OBS and uses effects filters like chroma keys, you can just toggle them on and off with the eyeball, which is like Photoshop, which I wish I had realized, but I know now. Too bad we didn't catch that on stream. The her crabbiness, awesomeness. You can set up keyboard shortcuts to toggle them too. Oh, my revelation. Oh yeah, the revelation of me realizing you can just toggle on and off effects. Do we need another revelation? Oh yeah, I think I still have the other revelation here. Speaking, that's what Mouse Miss is referring to, the Photoshop revelation clip. It was not that extreme because I've only been using OBS for a couple of years, nearly a couple of years, so it didn't have the same sad feeling. This is Farewell to Nova Scotia, which is a piece that will be in the game. Dan is making his own version of it. On the holiday stream we did, Dan was taking some sources. He was looking at sheet music on the internet. He was listening to this version that I had, but he was playing it on, I think, his Windows Media Player, which probably had a different sound font, but basically the same. And he also listened to a live band, the Spleen Bishops, perform this exact piece as well, with vocals and things like that. So the goal is to have a version of this piece that will be very Crimson Diamond, and put it in the game. Because out of 6 hours of MIDI Canadian folk tunes, this is my absolute favorite one, for sure. Nightbot never gets old. Okay. I'm going to run the trailer, and then we're going to get down to business. So yes, if anyone's not familiar, the Crimson Diamond is, I would say I guess I'd have to say retro-inspired adventure game, but hopefully easier to play than actual retro games. But the look, the color palette, and the music are very much looking and sounding like the stuff back in those times. including the text parser interface, which is my favorite way of interacting with an adventure game. So if you've never played a text parser game, the Crimson Diamond has a tutorial room that is now new and improved in the new version of the demo. So you could kind of learn how to use a text parser and how to interact with a text parser with the game. Because I think text parser is a great way to play and ask questions and have conversations with the other characters in a game. And I think if you give it a try and kind of walk through how to do that, you might find it to be kind of organic feeling in a fun and magical way. But yes, let's watch the trailer, and then we'll get down to some work, and then Dan will follow when he is ready. Alright, we're going to do trailer, and here it is. In case you've never seen this kind of game before, here we go.
Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist, assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way. Or else. Will Nancy untangle the mysteries and machinations before it's too late? Will the sleepy town of Crimson shine once more? Find out in The Crimson Diamond, an upcoming adventure game by Julia Minamata. The Crimson Diamond demo is available on Steam and itch.io for Windows PC and Mac OS.
Wow, I did not mute. Master says I did not mute the mic. Oops. I could have sworn I did. But there we go. You can listen to me eating a slice of pear and drinking my tea. Yes, new retro. Good to see you, Cosmic Void 3. Cosmic Void 3 will be starting a Kickstarter soon, so good luck with that. Another wonderful adventure game developer. Yes, Last Studio retro inspired. Nothing retro but a typed parser and the MT32 cutting edge stuff. I still like it. I really do. And it doesn't feel old to me. It feels forever young. He knew slice of pear, sure. We all know you're eating a pineapple pizza. Yeah, it's my stream snacks. Okay, let us move on to Photoshop, and let us start back on Farewell to Nova Scotia. Okay, so let's see. I changed these shortcuts as well. Control Alt. All right. Let me know if you don't see Photoshop. Oh, you had some pear slices last night. They were lovely. Grenadislav, yes. I don't know, pears are in season somewhere, and they are very nice. Okay, here's the piece we were working on that is in this current form. It is in the latest version of the demo. Ah, I like that. Bill Kuhn has a T.S. Eliot quote. We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. If I want to eat more, feel free to play the trailer again. No, I usually will just eat right on camera. It's fine. I don't really have a problem with it. It just I just always take that opportunity when the trailer is playing. Oh, cherries! Cherries are also good. Yeah, they we do have a cherry season in Ontario where you can get them and they're reasonably priced, but that was a long time ago. Let's see. So yes, it's unavoidable. We're going to have to animate the water. There and back again, A Hobbit's Tale. Sled Studio says yes. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to just hide the fisherman. Oh, you know what? Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to need a version of the water that is actually, okay, so I've got the fisherman. So this is going to be interesting because as I animate this water flowing, I do want to show it flowing around the fisherman's legs, and so so we should keep him here as a reference. So here we go. What time is it? 8:41. Let's see. Dan's around. I don't think so. Dan said sometime around 9:30. So it's okay. But let us get in here. Let's get our color picker and just clean up the water as it is now. How many frames of animation is this going to be? We're going to aim for 3. Although I've heard people say that 3 frames is kind of choppy, which is 100% true. But sometimes I'm on the fence about the choppiness of the animation. I mean, can I get away with saying, well, choppy animation is kind of what the old games kind of had, so am I kind of accurately simulating that? Or am I just trying to get out of doing more frames? See, Eating Weight says, yeah, old CR games tended to have just a simple 2 or 3 frame animation to make water animation. And it's kind of cool. I must have kind of known that subconsciously, but yes, my water animations, pretty much all of them are 3. So right now in the demo and in the old and new version of the demo, the water animations are all 3 frames. And Phil Fortier, who made Snail Trek, which is another EGA parser game. Well, not EGA, but a parser. Is it EGA? Snail Trek? Anyway, it's a limited palette adventure game with text parser, and he beta tested on one of the versions of the game, and one of his criticisms, which is, like I said, 100% valid, is that the water animation was kind of choppy. So I'm not sure. I mean, I could go back and add some frames, but I might just leave it because that's the look of it, the style. Maximus asks, this is a cutscene, so how many frames total will be visible? Yeah, it's a bit of a, the cutscene is on for longer than the gutting fish scene, because the animation is he feels a tug at his fishing pole, and he reels up the fish, and then it kind of hangs there, and he kind of looks at it, and so it's going to be a little longer. So I might need to do more animation, because as you say, it's a good point that it is a cutscene. So I might want to be very aware that it's a cutscene and try to do a bit of a higher quality animation that would be just in the game. So it's possible. But first thing I need to do is just fill in some of these spaces and then stick the fisherman back in. Yeah, it shouldn't, even with all the animation that slightly more complicated animation happening in this scene, it's not going to be on the screen for more than 5 seconds, probably. So I'd like to just see if I can get away with it. And if I can't, I will add more later. But if I can get away with just 3 frames of animation, I will be thrilled. You did put Lucas says you did put axes in the water to chop wood, made it choppy, or choppy because it's a cutscene. Okay, that's good. I do kind of like that. And I have high standards about that kind of a thing. Yes, but yeah, first things first is just to clean this up and then stick the incorporate the fisherman back in, and yeah, we'll do this water animation today, because I do feel overall this piece is pretty much finished, or as finished as it really needs to be. It doesn't need to be much more than that, although I say that and I just want to go in and just fix a couple things here and there. Maximus says, I'm very interested to see how you'll make the water flow forward. You have no idea. I've had some practice with some of the exterior shots that are in the Crimson Diamond game altogether that you don't actually see in the demo because you never leave the lodge in the demo. But in Chapter 2, it's daylight and you get to explore a little bit. And there is a river that bounds the south side of the lodge area, so you can't really cross. And so I do have some experience with animating waterfalls and rivers flowing, so I've done it a few times, but usually not at this resolution. Usually it's kind of like the characters are usually smaller in the piece, so it's a little more forgiving, but like I said, I'm going to try to get away with it. Oh, shorter lines I understand, but with long lines like this, yeah, it's just a matter of just trying to keep track of what's going on and previewing it and seeing if it looks okay and all that. It's kind of it's what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say a word that's not boring. Tedious. It's tedious. Yes, yes, Lucas, tedious, exactly. And yeah, Nightbot it does have another. There's a lot of timed messages on the Nightbot, and that one I probably could have turned off. That's just saying that I've been playing Personal Nightmare on days that I just do art. Today's a combo stream, so Dan will be coming on in a bit. But on days that are art streams, I tend to also let's play Personal Nightmare, which has been a learning experience. And it has great art, so I think maybe that's why I'm playing it. But I feel like we'll be finished with it soon, and I need to kind of figure out what I'm going to play next. Oh, George Broussard asks, do you work on this game full-time, or is it part-time affair after your job? That's hard to do, so props for the efforts. That's a very good question, and it's a little bit complicated. Because I am working on this game, I would say I've got a lot of things that I do part-time. Right now I'm working on a few things part-time that I can't really talk about. And then this was kind of supposed to be my full-time thing, but because I've got those other part-time things, then those things take up my time, and so development for this gets pushed back, which is kind of what happened last year. So as examples of things that work part-time along with this was Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator launched last December, and so that was a part-time kind of thing I was doing where doing art for the game. Also did the Playdate game, so I art directed a Playdate game, so I did a lot of art for that, and then I was also directing a junior artist on that project, so that was also part-time. So in this as well, and also I did those limited run Monkey Island 30th Anniversary Anthology, the portraits in that. I did, I think, 12 or 14 portraits for that, so that was also part-time. And so it becomes a thing where I don't really have full-time hours to work on this, because even if I was only working on this, there's a lot of time that goes into stuff like doing the big adventure events. So the promotion of the game also cuts into development time of the game. So I do think of those as completely separate things, but that takes up a ton of time. So like for instance, going through all the stuff, all the organizational stuff for big adventure event, picking out some creators I wanted to reach out to in terms of streaming the game. So all these things. So the short answer is, in terms of am I working on this full time, the full answer is no, I guess. I mean the short answer, but then there's a lot of like reasons why that is. Because the opportunities I've been getting to work with other people and other projects have been so good, it's kind of hard to pass them up. And I'm hoping, when I launch the Crimson Diamond, it does well, and it does well enough for me to continue to make games like this. But I also enjoy working with other people and other things, and so, if this does not pan out for me, there'll be other things I can do to be in the games industry. Hopefully doing art for other projects. Yes, it's been part semi full time. Yeah, Lucas says, none of that sounds part time. That sounds like your full amount of time on work. If Lucas asks, do I sleep and eat? You pick one. No, I do sleep and eat. Yeah, making portraits for Space Warlords. Yeah, so there's a lot of hustle. And yeah, it's basically most of the stuff I do is dev work stuff. And yeah, so the another point is about the contracts that I pick up here and there is, yeah, they are like, they pay money. And the Crimson Diamond right now doesn't really. Although I do have a Patreon, and so that does bring some money in, but the contracts definitely help with that. And so that's another aspect to why I take the work on, is the fact that they pay. Oh, Eating With asks, did you have any plans to get into games, or did this just sort of happen when you started making screens for the Crimson Diamond? And yes, it just sort of happened when I started making screens for the Crimson Diamond. I've mentioned before to you guys that before I started to really get into making the Crimson Diamond stuff, I was a freelance illustrator for 10 years. And I worked on, magazines and newspapers for the most part. And that's what I went to school for. I went to school for illustration. And so I tried to make that work for 10 years, and I couldn't make it work. And when I had a lot of free time, because I wasn't getting work, or as much work as I needed or wanted, I started to do pixel art and figure out how that all worked. And just naturally gravitated toward making a house. And then the house became an idea for a story. And then the idea for a story turned into an idea for a game. And that's what brought us here. And I showed the game for the first time in the fall of 2018 at Wordplay here in Toronto. The first time publicly I'd ever shown it to anybody. And people seemed to really like it. And that was super encouraging. And so I said, you know what? Illustration is not really working for me right now, so why don't I try something else? And so I've been trying something else, and it's been a really good experience and a lot of learning. And even though I haven't really launched the game yet, I can say that I'm happy that I decided to try this. Jester Jeffrey says, can we all take a moment to acknowledge that we have a PC gaming hero in stream with us tonight? Big ups for George Broussard. George Broussard, I'm afraid to say that you aren't just lurking, because you've been a wonderful participant in the stream so far, and I thank you for that. That's wonderful. But yeah, it was tough to decide to try something else. But yeah, it seemed like the game was getting some good reception, and it was super just motivating to show to people, because until you do that, you feel like it's all in your head, and when you show people, it becomes more real. And I thought, hey, and knowing, that people like Francisco can make games by himself, I thought, why can't I just try to make a game by myself? I knew he was using Adventure Game Studio, so that's why I tried Adventure Game Studio. You dig adventure games? Yeah, yes, indeed. In spite of what some entitled people say who try to get free art in exchange for exposure. Yes, most grocery stores do not accept exposure as a form of payment. They generally prefer money. Yes. I will say a lot of the stuff I learned in school and while I was trying to make it as an illustrator really educated me about that type of thing, and also the need for self-promotion and putting yourself out there. All that stuff is stuff that I did when I was, being a freelance illustrator, and that stuff really translated well to doing the game dev stuff. Because it's natural for me to want to promote and share my work. And this whole, and being able to look at contracts and negotiate about the terms of contracts and knowing what things mean on contracts when it comes to intellectual property and creative stuff, that's also super, super helpful. Yes, Jim makes games. Good point. Grocery stores will usually ban you for exposure in their stores. Exactly. So that studio, I think what you've got going is really good, and I know that that's definitely a recommendation for people who are kind of being game dev, and trying to make their own game. Is having a full-time gig. Yeah, having a full-time gig where you can get money and then also do your own work, and kind of take your own time with it. Yeah, that's definitely a really good way to go. I just never had one myself. I never had a full-time gig, so I couldn't give one up to do that. Deluxe Text says, I don't know if artists, musicians, or web devs get the most of the whole exposure. Beggars. Yeah, I don't know, maybe musicians. We'd have to ask Dan about that. And Deluxe Text says, my full-time gig leaves me with zero energy. And that's a good point, and that's actually one of the things one of my art teachers said in college about having a full-time gig and also trying to do art. He said it's better off to have a full-time gig that's not really creative, so you're not using your creative energy towards something else. So he recommended doing something that isn't really creative and that you can leave at the door when you leave the place, so that you can spend your free time building your own stuff, if possible. So yeah, one of the channel redemptions on my channel is showing art from some of my published art from my old days as a freelance illustrator. And we've already shown the New Yorker stuff, and we've shown some National Post stuff. But yeah, I've got boxes and boxes of illustration, printed work, and it never got old to see my work on the newsstand. That was always really cool. Goemon-sama, good to see you. Speaking of art, Goemon-sama is an amazing artist. I follow on Twitter. I love your work. I love your line work. It's incredible. Lucas says, I originally went to school for theater, pivoted and graduated from graphic design, so naturally I'm now in nursing. Yes, because exposure doesn't pay them bills. Yes. Yeah, so that's another thing. Graphic design, we did have some graphic design courses in school, and those were super, super, super useful, because when you're designing your own promotional stuff like postcards and business cards and things like that, it was really good to have sort of a fundamental understanding of graphic design. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff that I learned in school was super handy, and I still use every day. And I wish I had that same positive attitude about it when my old college professor asked me to come speak at my college. I actually I turned him down, and I said I had nothing valuable to say, basically. That was a while ago, and I was not feeling that good about my prospects. And so I think I would take him up on it now. Not that that's a thing they do right now, but at the time I just felt like I didn't have anything valuable to say. But that had definitely changed with the experiences I've picked up, and just seeing how useful my education did end up being for what I do now. Gunder Road, welcome back. It says the water pattern reminds me of Day of the Tentacle. I really love the opening of Day of the Tentacle, and maybe I'm subconsciously there right now. Fantastic. So yeah, you can see I gradually was trying to make it so that the water is brighter closer to us. So downriver it gets further back and darker, and the lines are less thick. So I'm just trying to build that out a bit to give a bit of the illusion. And you can see I am zooming out to see what that looks like. Ooh, Mousemaid sent a small comic to a computer magazine as a kid and they printed it. Yeah, seeing work in print, nothing for me was better than that. That's interesting, anyway. So apparently even Stephen King found that working as an English teacher sucks up that energy to work on your own stuff. Deluxe Tuck says, I had lots of energy for creative things when my full-time gig was unloading boxes from a truck, but now that I investigate governmental fraud all day, my brain is done come 4 p.m. Yes, so yeah, those are the kinds of things to just be aware of with that type of a thing. That's not looking that bad. Yes, and even with commutes, it can be brutal. Commuting 3 hours plus a day also drained you and didn't leave much time for energy for other pursuits. Yes, yeah. So all in all, I consider myself pretty fortunate that I'm kind of part-time in everything that I do. So I've got a number of part-time things I do at the same time, which are all kind of related to what I want to do, which is work in games in some capacity. And it's been wonderful so far, and just all the amount of learning I've been doing in the past couple of years. So we'll see what this year brings in terms of that. I'm sure there will be some other things I'll be able to share with you guys at some point. But yes, right now is a good time for me because I have a bit more time than I was in a lot of last year to work on this. So we're going to try to take full advantage of that. Yes, and the new demo will be done. Beta will be out. I'll be working on chapter 5, which I am really excited about, amazingly excited about. Oh no, Gunder Road, being a teacher leaves you no time to work on your book either. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, there's never enough time. And yeah, I mean, there was a question in chat about do I eat and sleep? I do those things, but my thing is I'm trying this year to carve out more time to like read books and to play games, because it seems like I just fill all my time that is not eating and sleeping with working. Because I've worked from home, even pre-COVID I was working from home as a freelance illustrator, and so there's no real separation between working and not working. So I'm trying to work on the not working part. Because I realized that, yeah, if you're not making any progress whatsoever on any of those fronts, it's gonna be tough to ever finish a book if you never crack a book. Mousemaid, yeah, when this is the first frame. I've not started to animate it. I'm just trying to settle on generally what it's gonna look like. Let's get the fisherman back up. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good for the river. Unless I really want to change that. I think that's fine though. And so with the fisherman, what I have to do is I have to give the illusion that he's actually in the water now. So I'm gonna just on his layer. Oh, thanks. I'm glad coming forth. Yes, river looks great. Animating will be brutal, and I am not looking forward to this. I can't even believe I'm going to attempt this right now. You know what? I might even need to modify it, because you can see with the jetty as it is, there are a lot fewer lines, and maybe that's the way I need to go with this. Because it's gonna be brutal. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? This is gonna be bad, you guys. Yes, and Carl on working on Betrayed Alliance. Carl has been doing some fantastic pixel art. Slot Studio. Lucas, you don't like working from home? I love working from home. But yes, the work-life balance is an issue. Can we just use the move tool in Photoshop? Or is it programmer's animation? Maximus, I was actually thinking about that right now. How can I do that? How can I do that? Because I might just attempt it. It's terrible. I'm going to try. Yes, yeah, and Brandon as well. Brandon Bloom and Carl are doing great music and art for Betrayed Alliance too. Yeah, I don't know if I'm... Okay, one thing at a time. One battle at a time. Let's just get this so that he looks like he's standing in the water again first. And then we'll worry about that other stuff. Like animating this, which... I think I'm scared and intimidated with this right now. I don't know. But we're gonna try just to use the move tool and see what happens. We're gonna try. Gunda Road says, if someone criticizes your river animation, you just quote Heraclitus on them. You cannot step in the same river twice. Oh, Lucas, you also do web dev from home as well. Yeah, I love working from home. I love it. The work-life balance thing is not the best, but I'll take it. Eden With does not mind working from home. Yes, Jim Matt as well agrees. Working from home is the best when you're doing illustration creative stuff. No interruptions, yeah. Yes, and Gundroid, yes. In regards to Heraclitus, because you're never in contact with the same water, it's always flowing. Yes. So it's never the same river. Unless you have kids, Jeffy makes a very good point. Working from home. And yeah, the time spent, or even we could even charitably call it wasted, the time wasted commuting, is just a big time sink that I don't know if anybody misses. Although if you had a ritual like listening to podcasts or something on your commute, maybe you miss some aspect of that, and having kind of some aspect of alone time, in some capacity. Okay, so we have our guy here. Oh my gosh, Jim Makes Games, you're commuting in the rush hour into London. Yikes. Yeah, I definitely don't miss commuting. Oh well, One Short Eye, welcome. Welcome back. You feel lucky your commute is only 20 to 25 minutes long compared to a lot of people. Yeah. And when I went to a special arts high school, and the commute was 40 minutes, and I had to make a bunch of different transfers, and I was not that thrilled with that. And yes, Bilkun, yes, audiobook time is commute time. And getting reading done, of course. Yeah, and Lucas, not liking your job also will definitely color your perception about working from anywhere. Oh. Yeah, bot. Apparently they were just waiting to get in here, so let me just do that. One moment. Oh, wait. Does that work? Yeah, okay, great. Ooh, jogging instead of commute. Also very good, Maximus. Okay. We're gonna try to move a river. We're gonna try to move a river. We're gonna try to move a river. This could be a disaster, but we're gonna try. Okay, so that's the first frame. We're gonna leave it there so that we can see about this river. What I'm gonna try to do, this is not gonna work. What I'm gonna try to do is just select the river and yeah, just move it. And then fill in some spots where it needs to be filled in. And I'm sure this is gonna work. And not be a problem and look great. Okay. Oh. Whoops. Okay. So there's the river. We have the river on its own. And then we're going to do a copy of the river that does not have any of the stripes in it. This is my first time trying to do this. It's probably not going to work. Okay. So there's the river. Here are the stripes. Let's do one that is just stripes. Okay. Yes, where's Blaholtzen when we need him? Yes, we need to. Yeah, I don't have very many mods. I think Dan's a mod and Blaholtzen is a mod. Yeah, no, pro artist move coming up. Pay attention. No, don't pay attention to this. Yeah, yeah, I don't tend to have too many problems with bots, so that's good. But yeah, so this is gonna be 1. We're gonna call this 1. We're gonna duplicate that. We're gonna make this one 2. This is not gonna work, you guys. Why am I doing this? Okay, and we're gonna move it. We're gonna move it that much. Okay, and we're also going to delete out all the black parts. Actually, before we do that, you know what? I need to put... I thought I had those cattails on their own layer that I named. Didn't I? How do you do this again? Control cattails. Foreground cattails. Yeah. I need to just put this over here. Okay. The foreground cattails have to get to the foreground. So I don't have to worry about them. Okay. Move and fix approach, yes. Oh yeah, the river's flowing from left to right. Okay, so... So... Okay. Okay, here's the river. Yeah, we're gonna do the move and fill approach. This is not gonna work. Okay, but we're gonna try. Okay, okay. So first thing is, we're going to delete all the spots that and we're also going to delete all this other spots. Anything that, you know what, I should have just done this. I should have picked this and I should have reversed. Select inverse. Inverse. Okay. Oh. Select inverse. Why is, oh, you know what, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, there. Okay, and now we are going to just fill in these areas. We only have to do this 3 times. It's gonna be fine. And we're gonna take that as our selection, so we're not gonna be going on top of anything. And we're gonna hide that selection with the Control H. And now we're going to go in and just fill in these parts again. Oh, Lucas, thanks for the cheer. The bits, I mean. While I struggle to make this work. And then we're going to just, after this first frame, we're just going to drop it into that other frame and we're going to animate it and we're going to see what we have done. Worth trying animating in open space first and fill in later if it doesn't work, although it will work. Yeah, I just want to do the whole river because I think it'll be something, the illusion will get broken if I don't just quickly do this all together. Maybe? I don't know. Because the eye is a fickle organ? I don't know. So we're going to try to really do this. Okay. You know, and like I said, we're only going to do 3 frames potentially of this. And with any luck, this version of, at least with the river, but even if the fisherman is not animated, we'll have some version of a flowing river at the very beginning of the intro in the new demo version. So it'll be nice. It's not bad. This is not as painful as I thought it was going to be. It remains to be seen if it will be effective, but it's painless, relatively. Yes, oh Canada. Just a Jeffy, yeah. I'm not standing for it, I'm sorry. I don't know, I have a soft spot for Oh Canada. It sounds so square. And I think, you know, I don't want, you know, to live in a cool country, necessarily. I want to live in a square country that's boring. And this kind of fulfills that. Sakana Cow, good to see you. Nice rushes. Yeah, we're trying to do a thing. We're trying to make this river move. And you know, when I try animating this with 2 frames, it will just look like it's vibrating back and forth. Which, if it does do that, then that'll be encouraging. Yeah, square like Wyoming, Cosmic 43. Yeah. Yeah, I want to live in a boring and predictable country. That's what I want. You know, the Chinese proverb about living in interesting times. I don't want that. It's going to be, hopefully it's going to be a vibing river. And then I'll take that as a, you know what, I'll make 3, maybe even 4 if it's required frames for this animation. But this is another reason why EGA is wonderful, because I only have to do this with 2 colors. And at this resolution, I just might be able to pull this off. And that'll be exciting. Yes, President Bland, Bill Kuhn. Yeah, that's what I want. I want boring news. I want the news to be so boring they post uplifting stories about, you know, a dog that you know, helped an old lady cross the street. That's what I want the headline story to be on the news. I want to actually stop paying attention to the news. I think that's what I want the most. I never really used to watch it until, you know, a few years back. Oh, how cool. Edenwith has several cutting boards, which represents various states. The standard rectangular board I just call Wyoming. Yes, that is the way Matsman says. Just stop following the news. Any country becomes a calm country. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes if I'm not feeling into it, I will not watch. And yeah, it's a good vacation from that. Yes, exactly. Just a Jeffy. When the news is so boring, they have to find mundane filler content. It is the best. Or, you know, like a feel-good community story. You could always use more of those. Just a Jeffy says CBC News stresses me out. I have to stop keeping it on all day. Yeah, I definitely don't keep the news on all day. I find that if, you know, with the news, it's actually less of an impact on me if I'm just go to the website and read the article. Instead of having people say the news at me, it's a lot less emotionally involved if I do it that way. So I tend to do that more. Second Akash says, if only we had VGA, we could do pallet cycling. I do love pallet cycling. Yeah, now we're stuck with this interesting stuff. Yeah, Jim makes games you haven't watched the news in years and you don't miss it. Yeah, I think that's a good move. Oh, second out, cause I think EGA lets you rewrite the palette in some modes. Oh my goodness. It's above my pay grade. I'm barely holding it together as it is. Okay, so this looks about right enough. Right enough? Right enough. Yeah, just as Jeffy, I would probably really have to plan ahead with the color cycling for EGA. I do love palette cycling, but I love doing stuff by hand like this too. So let's see how that worked. Oh. Oh, whoops. That's not gonna work. If I forgot the foreground cattails. Okay. Okay. I might reveal the secret 17th color. The secret 17th color would probably be either clear or gold. Animation. River. Oh, okay. Original EGA 320 by 200 did not let you set the palette. Okay. Yeah, I would not attempt it. Dan, the band music. The secret color is awesome. So Dan, are you here? Are you live? Are you alive, Dan? You know what? That doesn't look that bad, does it, you guys? Probably near the back, on the far left, I'm gonna have to fill some more of those lines in. But yeah, it wiggled. Look at it wiggle. It wiggles. This is very, very encouraging. Yeah, just a bit of tweaking, and I think... Yeah. Yeah. It works! Fantastic! Yay, you guys! Okay, I feel better now. Okay, so... The blue noodles are alive. Yes, Gunda Road, you're right. The way that they present information in mass media is, yeah, definitely sensationalist. Yeah. Oh, Deluxe Tux, don't even tempt me. Might be able to sneak by a 2-frame animation here. Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me. I will do that. I will fix this one. I will do a 3rd frame. This is exciting, though. I think we made a lot of progress in a short time. Is Dan, are you live? Are you alive? While we're trying to figure out Dan's relative liveliness, I'm gonna check. Dan's not live, but is Dan ready? Dan is live now. Cool. Okay, so let us go back to Big Julia View. Okay. Big Julia View. Okay, great. So we're gonna head over to Dan's. Before we do, just a reminder, big adventure events happening from January 20th to 24th. I will be streaming the Crimson Diamond demo, the new one that will be available, I'm hoping, at the start of the event, the 20th, and I will be showing it on the 23rd at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Before that, on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, Skinned Teen will be streaming not just my game, but other big adventure event games. So I'm not sure when they will play mine, but that will be hopefully sometime that evening. But yes, that's the big adventure event news right now. And so I'm excited to show you guys the new demo in all its glory, and hopefully with the ragtime piece Dan and I will be working on just now. And the beta will be finished soon as well, and then I'll get to start on Chapter 5. But yes, I will see you guys for the bonus stream, at least on Sunday. With Skinned Teens Twitch stream on Friday, I'm just going to be in the chat answering questions and whatever. So you won't be seeing me then, but I will see you guys on Sunday. And then again on Tuesday for another art stream, and more Personal Nightmare. And Dan just sent me the Zoom link, so I'm going to get in on that. But this is going to be, I'm just going to stop stream here and then hop on to the Zoom. I will see you guys shortly, but first we have to raid, I will raid Dan. Yes, the new demo smells like maple syrup, it does. Need the old Raiderito. I almost forgot. Hybrid Hazard, don't worry, we're raiding Dan right now. Good night, Fluke, it's good to see you. Yeah, we're going to raid Dan. Dan is going to work on a ragtime piece for the demo that we're hopefully in the demo with the Roland MT32, of course. Dan the band music. Set that all up. Okay. I'll see you guys over there real soon. And yeah, Hybrid Hazard, we're going to be heading over to Dan's and hopefully going to be polishing up that piece, that looping piece. I'm also thinking about putting it in the tutorial section too, just so that the music is broken up from the opening theme when you first launch the game. But yeah, so it might be shown in 2 places in the demo, the new demo. Yeah, so we're not done yet. We're gonna go until hopefully Dan can send me the file that I need, because that's the last thing I'm waiting on before I then figure out how I ever uploaded a new build to Steam. I can barely find that page sometimes. I just managed to do it this afternoon, but it happens so rarely that I completely forget, and I should write this stuff down, and then I don't. Yeah, there'll be so much music soon we'll need TCD radio stations. Yeah, I try not to add too much music for the builds, because it just makes the build balloon in size, and just for space considerations, because of all my backing up that I do, it's better to have less music, but I would love to have a new track for the demo. Okay, looks like we're raiding. I will see you guys there shortly. Bye. Rating now, rating now.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Crimson Tuesday. Happy Crimson Tuesday. And this is the score version of, or the score section of tonight's offering. What's up, everybody? It's good to see all of your names here in the chat room, or the chat. What do they call it? It's not even a chat room. That shows how old I am. Chat window, chat view, stream chat. I don't know. It's not like AOL Instant Messenger anymore. That's long gone, unfortunately.
What was your AOL email?
My AOL username was polydan00.
Like POLY or
POLI. POLI. It was just because it was my high school email address. That was easy to remember.
Yeah.
And it was my icon was a Tecmo Super Tecmo Bowl from the NES game.
Oh, I didn't know you could have an icon. I must have not done it.
Oh yeah, you could have custom icons on AOL. Hell yeah.
Well.
Oh, they're amazing. I mean, geez. What were you doing on Instant Messenger if you didn't have a custom icon? Come on, Julia.
I don't think I had one. I just had my username, I think. Although maybe, I don't know, it's a long time ago after all, so, you know.
It was a few years ago, yes.
Oh, Greatest Love, Afghanza 3203. I love it.
What's up, Francisco? Good to have you here as always. I think last time I had told you that I'd finished a Golden Wake over a little before Christmas time. Very nice game that I wish I would have played before I worked on the Empire of Sin soundtrack, because it would have influenced me better, but that's okay. Instead, I let Lamplight City do that. So, what are we doing today, Julia?
We are working on something, revisiting the ragtime piece that we had started before and didn't finish, much like a lot of the other stuff we worked on.
Well, a lot of it's half finished, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Interestingly enough, I'm looking myself for, let's see, where is this? Oh, maybe it's here. No, I'm looking for the ragtime piece, and I don't actually see where it is. Now, that doesn't mean it's not here. It is here.
Oh, no.
It is here. The question is, where is it? And what did we call it? Do you remember what we called it?
Yeah, I might actually be able to tell you that. Hold on.
Okay.
I like Afghanza.
That's a pretty cool name. ICQ. Did anybody use IRC? I definitely used a lot of IRC chat.
Where's my? I've got all this paper because I'm an old person. I like to write things down.
Just a Jeffy, accurate. The Europeans were all on MSN Messenger. Oh, okay.
I don't know if I used MSN.
IRC was like for like all the people pirating games and music and stuff.
Okay, that wasn't me.
It was for the pirates for the most part, I think.
Okay. Oh, where's that piece of paper?
Lucas said I played F. Lucas. I'm not sure. Played Tecmo Bowl, Tecmo Super Bowl. I had that game. That's my favorite NES game of all time by far. Oh, you want to show something off from my collection already? Jim makes games.
Oh, Lucas, have a great night. Good to see you.
Well, we could show off. I do have a special copy of Super Tecmo Bowl, but I don't know if I could dig it out. I would like to dig it out, but I'm not sure. What's up? What's always, Sammy? I don't know. Let's see. I'll show off something from the collection.
Yes.
I'll put Julia on the spot for that moment.
Okay. Oh, it's my spot again.
It's your spot. You're in the spotlight.
No.
Big Julia.
I'm looking for a piece of paper that had all the track names written down on it. And I can't find it. That's not good. So the background I picked today was because we were just doing that water piece on the art stream, and although this is not animated, this is one of the waterfall animation that has 3 glorious frames. Yes, I've already shown. I did show a cat card today that showed a very 2000s kind of 90s looking putty computer with it the ergonomic keyboard, and so that was my bit. But yes, my gosh, that's a really important piece of paper I just lost. So it's here somewhere. But yeah, so Dan is going to be working on that ragtime piece, and I'm gonna distract him from that. Oh, is this?
Okay, I'm
and
back.
Oh, you're back. Okay, I'm glad you didn't set your headphones on the keyboard again. So thanks for that.
That worked well last time, didn't it?
Oh, here it is. I found it. Yeah, that worked wonderfully. Everyone left. Okay, I found it. Okay, so music. It was called. It was called. Um.
Oh, I know what it's called. Let's see. It's called Ogdensburg.
Oh.
At least my title has Ogdensburg in the title, but I think we may have changed it. Which is this town in upstate New York where Brenda Romero was born.
Oh, cool.
And there's a story behind that because the song itself was originally going to be, it was a demo song actually for Empire of Sin.
Nice.
Initially. Now, the question is, can we find it? Oh, by the way, I did need to sell. He bought four copies of the 7,000 Monkey Island. Oh, that's pretty nice. That anthology, from what I understand, is huge, by the way. And I have something to show off here. Ooh. I think I want to make sure that I didn't show this off already. If I did show it off already, then we can show off something else. But I don't think I did. This is Sea Dogs, which is a Bethesda game. Kind of an odd game. Because the second Sea Dogs 2 was advertised, I believe, in Morrowind, if you had a copy of Morrowind for PC. It's a Bethesda game. It was advertised Sea Dogs 2, but then it became Pirates of the Caribbean. They changed the name and put the licensing in there, and a lot of people actually like the Pirates of the Caribbean game. I have yet to play this. I've heard it's kind of broken, but I would like to play it. It's kind of like supposed to be like Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
But like kind of open world-ish. So I don't know. It looks cool, and I've wanted it since Morrowind when I saw the advertisement for it.
Oh, that does look really cool. Yeah, a Bethesda game broken.
Jim Makes Games and Deluxe Tux have the same idea. Yeah. Yeah, that Monkey Island anthology is huge, by the way. Have you seen it?
I've only seen people tweet about it.
Okay, so you haven't seen the artwork. Did we talk about that?
Well, I mentioned it briefly on my version of the stream, and my foot is cramping, and that's why I'm making faces. I only mentioned it on my part of the stream where I did the portraits for the book. But the rest of it I haven't talked about. Okay. But
yeah, the portraits is what I was concerned with. That's what I figured was interesting to talk about.
Yeah, it was really fun to do. And I guess I could probably maybe on ArtStream I can show some of them on stream potentially, because now that they're public, I can't think of a reason why I wouldn't be able to. So, and I also on the contract it says I could share them for social media reasons.
Right. So you should be able to show them at this point.
Yeah. So maybe next ArtStream I will show the portraits.
So I have a feeling that I know where this ragtime piece is located.
Okay.
And the bad part about that is that it's not located on this computer at all. It's located on one of my Mac drives, although I thought I put everything. You know what? It should be in Dropbox. I lied. Hello. I do have a backup plan of sorts. Let's see. Let's search this. Ogdensburg. Ah, there's something came up. Okay.
I don't even think I have it listed here, so I'm going to have to add it.
This
I
is
will call it
unfortunately the
Ogdens.
WAV file that I sent as a demo before I started working on Empire of Sin.
Hmm.
Well, we could play this. Might be fun. Is it time for a NAS? I have a NAS. I haven't attached it yet, and I have the drives for it and everything. It's really embarrassing. I need to do that. Yep, Microsoft and Activision. Did you hear about that today? Activision Blizzard?
Yeah, it was all over
All
Twitter.
over everything, yeah. $70 billion.
Yeah, so who knows what that means for Sierra or the future of that.
That's an interesting one because it sends the IP back to Seattle, even though I guess technically they were in California to begin with, right? They were in, what's the name of the town? Why can't I think of the name of the town? Coarse Gold?
Yes,
California?
Coarse Gold.
Yeah. And Ken Williams is working on a game. What are the chances of that happening, even though he's been retired for 25 years, you know? Ken and Roberta are both working on the game. And as I understand it, they have a team now. I think this is on his blog, but they have a team of 10 people working on the game at the moment.
Wow.
4 programmers, 4 artists, a producer, I think, and something else. Yeah. Oh, Oakhurst. Oakhurst, that's right.
Oakhurst.
Too. Ah, Fractal Mind Mike, thank you for the subscription. Wow, 7 months? That's unbelievable.
Yes,
Also
thank you.
good that you're here. I don't know if you're lurking or active, but it's always a pleasure to have you here. Hey, there he is. I was blown away, by the way. I was on Fractal Mind Mike's stream, I don't know, maybe a week or two ago. And he's doing some coding of an engine from scratch in C++. And I'm thinking to myself, what in the world? I didn't even know this guy makes games. I thought he just played games. And he said, yeah, coding, I've been doing this since I was like, you know, a little kid. So it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. So yeah, Fractal Mind Mike now fits with us as a dev.
That's awesome.
Making a shmup. So let's take a listen while I keep looking for this. Hopefully I can find something. But let's take a listen to the WAV file.
Sure.
And yes, it awkwardly, abruptly ends right there.
It almost sounds like the gunslinger has walked into the saloon.
Right.
And it just
Anyone have hooch or moonshine? Yep. That is the ragtime piece that is going into the game at some point. The question is what point, and now the question is where is that piece of music? But I suspect, I don't know. I'm looking in my Dropbox right now, and I just don't see it in any of the obvious places. So let's see. EOS test. Yeah, that was something else. I looked at that. The dinner waltz. The commotion sting. TCD audio assets.
Yeah, so this piece was going to be what would play at the opening of the intro instead of having it be the Crimson Diamond theme again. And I'm also thinking of putting it in the tutorial as well. So those are the 2 places. And hoping to have it for the newest demo version for the Big Adventure event.
Which will be problems if I can't find it.
Yes, it's going to be a problem if Dan cannot find it.
Oh, man. And let's see. Here's another possibility. Chapter progression.
Oh,
Nope,
good to see you,
that's
Fractal
something
Mind Mike, as
else.
well. Yeah, I've yeah, aforementioned me needing to carve out time to like read books and watch things, like, and streams are included in that too. Not good at that.
Yeah. I would definitely recommend if you haven't checked out Fractal Mind Mike's stream, check it out. Either
Oh,
the
I can
dev
check it out.
stream or when he's playing games, because just like what's sitting behind me, something similar is sitting behind and surrounding him when he's streaming. Either dev or playing games, you still see it. Oh, let's see here. What in the world, man?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to say that we may be slightly disappointed because I don't see it here. Unless it
Um,
is in one of my Empire of Sin folders, but I don't think it is.
hmm. Is it a dumb question to ask if you could quickly recreate it?
That would be. Oh wait, let's see. Here's an OGG file.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Here's the
always
bounce
saying you're
files.
reminded to keep
Hold
your
on a
files
second. Hold
organized.
on a
Oh,
second.
oh, oh.
Chapter interlude riffs. No, I think this is this interlude ragtime that we did. This is another
Okay.
piece. This
Which
is
I do
another
have listed
ragtime.
here. Yeah. Yes, we do have that.
Okay, we do have that one. And I do have the file for that, unfortunately. That's not what we're looking for. So let's see. Chapter 2. Well, this makes it apparent that I do need to go through my Dropbox and organize it.
Hmm.
And then also figure out and dig out where this piece is lying. I think you know what it is. So I had a previous, and this is not that anybody cares, but a previous computer, a 2012 MacBook Pro, which crashed, and that crashed at the summer of last year, and that is where I started Empire of Sin. That's where I started um, Crimson Diamond as well. And I thought I moved everything over, but apparently I did not. Judith Butler's lover. It does not crash, the MT32. At least I have not experienced it crashing. But some keyboards and synths do crash. Those are not good synths and keyboards.
Hmm.
Let's see what else I can find.
Okay, well, but then I guess my follow-up question would it be easy for you to just nip out and get get it off your other computer?
It's possible. It's possible. I might have to look for where it is exactly, but it's possible I could do it. TCD sounds. You know what? Let's see.
Because maybe I could show other art stuff while you do that, or
That's possible.
yes, computer archaeology coming up. Yes, Judith Butler's lover says it's in your heart.
It's in all of our hearts. Oh man. Yeah, it does hang a note. Yeah. Yeah, so I have a new MacBook, but it's let's see. I'm trying to think what I would need to do to access that data off a previous hard drive. I can give it a shot.
Mm.
I can give it a shot. We can leave you up as Big Julia until I can figure it out.
Oh, whoops, hold on. Yeah,
You
yeah,
want to
that's
show
fine.
off some artwork?
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just trying to open up some stuff, and I'll do a share screen or something so that people can.
Oh, yeah, I probably have to give you permission.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, that's good. Give me permission. So yes, I will show and discuss.
Okay,
I won't
you got
show all
permission.
of them, but I will show some of them. Let me see here, because I was kind of hoping I could show them on my art stream, but let's see.
We are set in the 1920s. Judith Butler's Lover. Oh, good Lord.
Okay, let's see.
As I say
Okay.
all the time, we are an inclusive stream.
Yes.
And we haven't changed since I said that last. Yeah, Max, I don't know if they still have target disk mode, but I can boot this up. I think this is the hard drive that it's on. But I wish it was easier to cross platform read stuff. But that is what it is. So let me do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
switch to Big Julia.
Okay, and I will do a share screen. I will show I did 14 portraits for the limited run games Monkey Island Anthology. So I'm going to show you guys just 4 of them, and we can do that because I do want to save some for my stream, my art stream. But yes, give me a second. I will do a share here. Share screen. Okay. Do this. Okay. But I just probably want to minimize myself. Wait. No. Share screen. Okay, wait. I'm a pro. Give me one moment. Okay. That's gonna be fine. Okay. I'm just trying to make myself small because you don't need that. Okay. More. Share screen. Okay. Let's do this. Hey all, yeah, Highbury. Good to see Highbury Hazard. Okay, so I'm screen sharing and I'm just gonna get some. Oh, no. Hopefully that's screen sharing. Great.
Yeah, it's working.
Great. So yeah, this is, while Dan is hopefully looking for his stuff, I'm gonna do a shout out to Dan. I mean, shout out to Sir Highbury Hazard. Highbury. Underscore. I don't like finding the underscore. Okay, here it is. So Highbury Hazard does stream. Usually like adventure game stuff. Follow him to get notifications for that. Okay, yes, EGA Tim. So yes, this is Tim Schafer. One of the portraits I did because it was for the team that worked on the Monkey Island stuff. And Tim Schafer, it was really exciting to do this because Tim Schafer, he's been like a game dev hero for years and years and years. And it was super exciting to be able to do one of him. And this one was particularly challenging because he was wearing a plaid shirt. And I might even make it a rule for future EGA commissions to please not wear a plaid shirt because it was painful to try to create the effect of a plaid shirt while not making it look like a grid, like a perfect grid plaid shirt. Thank you. Yeah, and it was fun to, get the hair and the beardy beard going and all that. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this one turned out. But yeah, and it's just getting the shadow of the lighting on his right shoulder was also fun too. So I'm pretty pleased with how this one happened. Crosslash, good to see you. I'm glad you like the plaid deluxe tux. But yes, and I tried to mix it up in terms of the colors of the backgrounds I was using too to best. Oh, you want to zoom in on the? Sure, we can zoom in. And these portraits were, I sized them up. So they say 1,000 by 1,000 right now for printing, but the working size was 100 by 100. I'm pretty sure. I don't think they were 50 by 50. I'm pretty sure they were 100 by 100 portraits. But yeah, we can zoom in and look at all the beautiful, like how it completely breaks up and doesn't look like anything when we get to this size. Which is why it's so important with pixel art and with every other kind of art to minimize it. Make it smaller than you think, make it larger than you think. Try to see if it holds together as a shape or as shapes when it's really tiny, when it's, reasonably sized, all that, super important. Okay, so that's this one. So the next one I want to share is Dave Grossman. and it's always fun to try to make the hair, give people different hair situations in terms of the colors that are used. And it was a lot of fun to recreate his face. Um, and the clothing. I love the fact he's wearing solid clothing. And trying to make the hair look like his hair and have it lit the way his hair would be lit. Jim Makes Game says, how do you know where to put the pixels among all that when close up it doesn't look like anything? Yeah, you just have to zoom out, zoom back in, see what you've got. And also it's important with these, not, taking a face, not to make it symmetrical, perfectly symmetrical. So with these eyes, I'm pretty sure I didn't just take one eye and mirror it on the other side, because the eyes are going to look different from side to side. Let's test that theory, in fact. And I think these eyes might even, be bigger sized. So let's just flip this eye and see what happens. Yeah, the colors I used were a little bit different, and the way the eyes are shaped is a little bit different too. And I think that is important to keep in mind when doing art like this. And especially his face is not even straight on anyway. And even if it was, people's eyes are not perfectly symmetrical either. That's that. The next one I can show this is Ron Gilbert. This might be my favorite one. I love his hat. I love the suggestion of the zipper on his fleece or whatever he's wearing. I love his grumpy look, and I like the suggestion of stubble. So this was a bit of a challenge to decide what colors to use and things like that. Oh, and Jim makes seem to like the gap in the black line on Dave Grossman. Yeah, that's an interesting detail. It's so it doesn't look like a puppet mouth, and makes the lips look like they've got a bit of fullness in the middle. I'm glad you guys like it. It really captures the grump. Yeah, this, and I love the light and shadow, like the shadow that's happening on the collar, and then on his the suggestion of a shadow maybe on that jacket as well. Yeah, it's amazing. It really is amazing how much difference a pixel can make. And a lot of my time was spent moving one pixel here or there, comparing and things like that. Just a Jeffy, I'm glad you guys really like this. This is, yeah, I'm really happy with the way those two turned out for sure. Also, the benefit of Tim Schafer and Ron Gilbert was there are a lot of photographs to look at with these guys. And some of these other people, the reference photos were not as high resolution and not as well lit, so they were a little more challenging to recreate. Yeah, exactly. Deluxe, like if you added one more pixel to the corner of his mouth, he would all of a sudden have a coy grin. Yeah, yeah. He looks like a character from Midsummer Murders. I love how the hat turned out. But yeah, so there's our Ron Gilbert. Yeah, I really love how the eyes turned out too. He surely speaks Cockney. That's that one. And then the last of these ones here is Steve Purcell. And what I like slash didn't like about this one is he was wearing a very multicolored shirt. It had a lot going on, and I really struggled with recreating his shirt as it was in the photo for this piece. Do I mean Alan Carr? Yeah, it's it was hard to capture his. How's Dan status check?
Yeah, I have actually a question for the chat
Okay,
because I have access to the drive.
right,
The drive's called up on my computer,
right.
but because it was a hard drive, Macintosh hard drive, it says I don't have access permission to access the folders that I need to access to look.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. So it's a hard drive that used to be a hard drive, Macintosh hard drive. and all those folders are locked probably by password, but I can't even try to type in the password, which I know, but it doesn't even give me an option to do that. So any Mac experts know what the hell that's all about? Because I don't.
Mac file vault encrypted storage.
Thanks, Mousevis. File vault. What does that mean? Yeah, Windows. Yeah. Yeah, the Mac drive is connected to my other Mac. Edenwaith. Oh yeah, Edenwaith is the Mac guy, right?
Yes, yes. Oh boy. I'm going to. So that was all I had to show. I'm going to turn off screen share if I can figure out how to do that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. I will show the rest of the portraits on my art stream, or maybe in the next batch of portraits on my art stream.
So the error is it's basically showing a minus sign, and it says you don't have permission to access the files that are on the hard drive.
While Dan is doing that, I will also take this opportunity to open up a few other portraits that I happen to have on me. Figure out screen share again. Dan, are you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Are you trying things or is it
I'm trying things.
Okay, you're trying things. Okay. And okay, have you checked up on the chat, or do you want me to read any of these suggestions out? Okay, Mac Drive plus Mac, that's good. What was the error again? Edenwaith wants to know.
Yeah, the error is that basically it says that I don't have permission to access the folders.
All right. While we're doing this, I will just show some more.
I might have found it.
Okay. Let me know as soon as you do, because then we can just get started on that. But I will try to fill the time as entertainingly as I can. Of course, this is my portrait. This one was oh. Yeah, I think this one was, I think my working size for most of my portraits is 100 by 100. It's funny because this is the one I spent the least amount of time on, and I feel like I should work on it more, but it's fine. As you recognize this person. Can you show the original pic for this one? Yeah, I can. Hold on. I can show it. I'm just gonna show it on my phone. Yes, I can. Picture is.
I have uploaded something to my Dropbox.
That sounds promising.
It is promising.
Okay.
Let's see.
Here is. Oh wait, I gotta turn off my virtual background. It's just gonna show. There's the picture.
Shows you and it blanks out your background.
It's kind of awesome,
quite interesting.
Isn't it? What the heck? Yeah, so this. Okay, hold on. Let me turn off my virtual background. That's just weird. I don't know what to make of it. Okay.
I kind of liked it.
It's okay. Here it is. This is the picture that my avatar is based on. I feel like I could definitely put more detail into it, but I probably won't. And the reason I'm not showing it straight on is because the rim light, as you can see, is being reflected there, and it's not good. So there that is. Let's go back to our backgrounds. Okay, right. So there's that.
Okay, I have dragged the file folder into where it's
Oh my
supposed
goodness,
to
this
be.
is very exciting, Dan.
Let's see. The file is titled Dan's 1920s Demo because that's what it was.
That's very, very encouraging. Okay. So there is that one. Then of course, I did this
Anna.
for Benj Edwards of Retronauts.
Oh, and Benj.
Yeah, here's Benj. That EGAP. So he still uses this avatar on his Twitter, which I really, really enjoy. There's that one. Then this is speaking of Anna CGG. This is the one I did for Anna. And she really likes the Leisure Suit Larry games and LO. So I made Anna look like a Leisure Suit Larry girl. And this is one I'm actually really, really proud of too. It's another one of my favorites. The reference photo was really good. So that definitely helps when doing these. Yeah, Benj did not follow the shirt guideline Maximus. He was wearing a plaid shirt and it was extremely painful. Anna was here, Hybrid Hazard. But she was, I think, driving with Jacob. And so I don't think she's here right now. But yeah, this is Jim makes games. I should go to bed, but I won't be able to sleep until I know if the file has been found. Yeah, Anna looks great. I love this one a lot. I love how I did the skin tones here. And yeah, it's I think this was also 100 by 100. And then this last one I want to share. This is Augustin Cordes,
He's a
who
developer
is also
as well.
he is a game developer and he's been using this avatar for quite some time now, and I'm super happy. He did Shivers and a bunch of other games.
In fact, I
This
saw
one,
a tweet from him today that said if he was the one who bought Activision Blizzard, his first order of business would be to re-release Zork.
yes, I think I saw that one. Yes. Yeah. So this one is not strictly EGA because of that purple color, but he wanted something kind of like a vaporwave, like that type of look type of thing. And so I also did some fancy dithering with his as well. Are we in business?
Not sure. This isn't the same version. This might be my demo. Oh wait, hold on.
Hmm?
I think that is my demo, but I think I have the right one as well.
Bonus.
Let's see. I did a lot of work apparently to destroy the way it sounded.
Okay.
Oh, that was purposeful.
Why?
Well, because I needed to make it sound like a 1920s piano, not like a really clear,
Okay,
like a
gotcha.
concert grand or something.
Here's another commission. This is actually a commission I got via Hybrid Hazard.
This is not it.
Wow, Zork is fully playable in Call of Duty Black Ops.
Is it?
Yeah, this is Jay. Jay is a streamer as well, Admiral Jay. And I really like how I made his beard and stuff happen with the EGA. So there's Jay. So that was a recent commission that I did. Thank you. I'm glad you like the beard. I was very proud of the beard on this one as well. And I also did a bit of dithering here in some of these other the shadow sections and of his face as well to give added dimension, which I sometimes do and I sometimes don't. And the last one is of another a fellow Classic Gamers Guild admin. This is Orion Costs, who won this commission in one of the contest giveaways we were doing. And I really like how I did the hair from this one. So it's kind of lit on top and then it kind of is more shadowed at the bottom.
I'm still upset that I can't find this thing. This is
This
very
exact one. Hmm.
this is very much not good.
I think I'm getting a lot of practice with beards.
So
And I actually like a beard because they really help with the face. Are those files WAV files, Dan?
no, those are MIDI. Those are MIDI, but they're not the right MIDI. I don't know what the heck I did. I did another version. It's hard to believe I did another version of that.
Beards hide face shape and leave more to the imagination. I like them because, especially with EGA, it gives the face, it kind of gives the face a shape, even if the shape is not like the actual jawline. Um, and it gives a lot of opportunity for like more variation in color in that area.
Is there ever an opportunity to use a different skin color or no, pretty much?
For the most part, it would be this color,
That
like the
color,
bright,
right?
yeah.
Orange kind
But
of
it,
thing, whatever it
yeah,
is.
yeah. But like Nathan in the game is his skin is darker, so he's got like I use the brown and then the dark red and for contouring.
Oh, that's
Um,
true.
yeah, and also for an older woman like Nessa, I use some dark gray in her skin to show deeper wrinkles. And with Margot, who's fairer skinned, I use mostly the brown for the shadows in her face to look make her look paler. So there's some variations you can play with based on the skin tones, but they all basically use the same three colors: the brown and the dark red and the light red, to varying degrees. Oh, Edith asked Julia, "What about big bushy beards? Are they any easier or trickier?" Uh, the big bushy beards, I would say it depends. I think also on color too. Um, Depending, it's really hard to say. If it's well lit, then I think anything is pretty easy. But if it's like a low resolution or kind of blurry photo that isn't well lit, then that's going to be tricky no matter what it is. Just a Jeffy, you like having a beard? It's comfy having hair somewhere else on the head. Yeah, because it no longer grows on your scalp. It's I think beards definitely can be a huge asset because yeah, you can kind of groom them nicely and then you can kind of sculpt your face with them. And I think I've talked about this before, just even like having some amount of stubble or a very short beard helps with the contour of the face because when you look at hairs that are on end to at the side, it does give shading. It's almost like shading. When you see them straight on, then you kind of they're kind of lighter looking because you're seeing like a hair follicle straight on circles from the top, bird's eye view of a hair. Side view of a hair is a strand, like a line. So it does do a lot for facial shape. And I will say that the more facial features and details there are, the easier it is to create a likeness. If a face is really there's not a lot of detail in it. And I found this with illustration too, not just with pixel art, but it's really hard if the face does not have a lot of features to make it actually look very much like that person. Um, and it's nice to have distinctive features as well. Anything else?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still having the same issue with the MacBook. I can't access the files. I don't know why. I've been able to do it once or twice before. It decides like, okay, yeah, you can do that. Oh no, no, you can't do that. It says
Oh, gee.
the folder pictures cannot be opened because you don't have permission to view its contents. Meanwhile, I know the password, but I can't enter the password. Hmm.
Hmm. So it's like a permissions thing, basically.
Yeah, I don't know. You might have to do some low-level console commands to get this thing to go. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Or to look at the files. You might have to look in console.
Hmm. So how did you get those other files and not this one?
Which other files? All
Oh,
the
the one
rest of
that,
them?
yeah.
I must have had them backed up from before. But that's weird that because I'm wondering if this was in a different this particular song was in a different location than the rest of TCD
Okay.
stuff because it was originally for
Mm-hmm.
um it was originally a demo for Empire of Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you hear the difference, I mean it's hard to hear the difference, but there is a difference. Let's see.
Well, if it's hard to hear a difference, why can't we just use this one or use this to work off
In
of?
theory we could.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a sec. Let's see. What about here? 1920. Should I switch us back there? Oh, no, now you're disappeared. I'll switch you back.
Oh, here, I'll stop the screen share too. Backup never fails. It's for stories that do.
No, it's definitely there. I just can't
Mm-hmm.
get in there. No problem, Just Jeffy. Edenwaith, maybe you can message me, hopefully, or Just Jeffy, anyone that knows Max well. But I'm trying to think of what my other options are to get that files because the files are definitely there. Where I don't know. Let's look Empire of Sin Pro Tools. Any of these? No. Damn. Empire of Sin soundtrack songs? No. Empire of
Maximus is
Sin
asking
zip?
that Drive has an operating system. Can you boot up the old PC or old Mac?
I
Can you?
cannot boot up the old PC. Uh I would have to put it back. And it's a not a PC. It's a Mac, the old
Mm-hmm.
Mac, and it worked in guest mode, but in guest mode it won't allow me to access those files either. So it's the same problem. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, frustrating.
Mm.
Yep. So let's do this. I have an
Okay.
idea. Because at one point I did clean this up. Yeah, I did. We got to find that version. And I think it's on the other computer.
Jimmy's games have a lovely night. I'm sorry we couldn't find
Oh
the
man.
file in time for your bedtime.
What a problem. Sorry, Jim. Yeah, what's the deal with File Vault? How do you turn that off? Can I turn that off? I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little red. Or you can't really see it on here because of the light, but that's all right. There's a little red thing next to it.
Jim makes games. If Dan finds this and is able to access this track, I will tweet it that he did.
Thank you. File Vault is the encryption. It's encrypted. You need the key to decrypt. I mean, I know the password for the other computer. Does that help? Or not?
I think wasn't the issue that you had the password and everything, it's just not even letting you enter the password.
It doesn't even give me a shot to do that. Yeah. The only thing I could do is turn off File Vault on this computer. Yeah. Would it be in keychain access? I don't know. It's odd that I have to hack into my own computer. Now, even weirder is I've managed to before somehow get into these locked folders and download or pull out some of the data, but I don't remember how I did it. Just to make it more fun. For Windows, I'm sure it would be very difficult. But for Mac, it should be, in theory, it should be easier. In theory. I'm going to open one of the backups and see if that's any better. No.
Even with us, do you see the mounted disk at least? If so, can you right-click the external drive and select Get Info?
Yes. I even have the thing that says ignore ownership on this volume checked. What if I uncheck it? Negative. File Vault key saved into your iCloud account? No, probably not. I didn't use it on, I don't really use the iCloud.
I think the thing you have, even though it's not exactly the version you want, is a good starting point.
We might have no choice.
Is it like what, 12 seconds or something, maybe?
The original demo?
The one that we have now. That is
No, it's actually longer. It just doesn't have the same melody and the same parts, and it's way, like, if I remember correctly, I played this. So I wrote this track in Florida and Jamaica. I played it in Florida, I think the demo, on a small keyboard, and then I played it again in Jamaica. I polished it up. So I can remember where I did the damn thing, but I can't remember where the file is. Can I send sharing and permissions? All right, Rick. Thanks for coming.
Hi, Rick. Hazard. Good to see you.
Can you do sharing and permission section is set to everyone is set to read and write? Yeah, I did. Who is a wheel? Yep, everything's checked and but if it's encrypted and you don't have the key to decrypt it, you might be SOL. Yeah, no brain. Yeah, I got you, just the Jeffy. Yeah. But I've gotten in there before, and I just don't remember what I did to do that. Maybe let's try restarting the machine. That always seems to help.
I know I'm going to be coming up against this exact thing when I'm trying to upload the new build, my new demo build to Steam, because it was like 2 years ago since I did it last, and I don't remember how to do it.
Yeah, at least I didn't lose the password to 20 million of Bitcoin. Somebody did that, right? I think it was more than that. And there's no way to get it back. Yeah, that's not the most genius thing I ever heard. Probably more, yeah. Right, so my old Mac died. I physically pulled out this hard drive, and it's literally in a dock, and I'm USB cabling it into my new MacBook. So I can see the files are there. I just can't access them. Oh, I'm a little teapot is rating it
Ah,
just
sweet.
the
Thank
wrong
you.
time. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, we're so
Welcome,
sorry.
welcome. So we're basically in a funny place because we're trying to make some ragtime music right now, and I can't get access to the file, basically, that I need.
Right. So that's where we've been for the past like 20 minutes or so. I don't know, but I've been trying to convince Dan to just start with what we have.
We might have to just do that. Maybe we should.
It's a sign, Maximus says. Yes, it's a
Maybe we
sign.
should. That's poisonous. Oh no. Oh no. Now
No, we're
here's
not done for the night. We're not done for the night yet.
here's no. We haven't done anything for the night. Is what we have. Well, Julia has. I have done nothing.
I've done all kinds of stuff.
I've done nothing with my life. That's how I feel right about now. Okay, so we have these two little. Oh, and I forgot to switch this. Let's change this. Oops. I always forget, and I'm running at 1440, and I really want to run at 1080 for everybody that's watching on Twitch, since we're actually we're running at 720. You can't see anything at 1440.
Yes, thank you for the support of the adventure game community. I'm a little teapot.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's amazing. We need it.
Yes.
We all have to support each other as much as possible, because that's just, you know. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works. Yeah, their song is quite different, but let's see what we can do.
Speaking of the gaming community, Dan, were you here when George Broussard was on?
No.
No, he popped in. I'm not sure if he's still here or not, but he
Oh,
popped
that's
in.
amazing.
Yeah, the stream. I didn't really get to like say much because I was busy doing my thing, but yeah, it was really
Oh,
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know, who mentioned that? Edenwaith, can we run it 320 by 800 by 600 is the lowest it'll go, unfortunately. And I think that'll probably break something if I do that. So I'm not going to tempt the fates just tonight, since we've already done enough damage as it is. All right, let's see if I can remember even what key this was in. B flat, okay. Can't remember it. Whoop. There goes my microphone too.
And apparently I'm not showing.
Oh, you're not. Where are you? There you are.
There I am.
Let's hear. I'd rather have the right one. So let's hear it. Let's just listen to it again. It was in my Dropbox, and it was in. Not even the same key. It's in D flat. Let's go from here. Okay, that's the beginning part of it anyway. Oh, let's be smart about this, actually. As smart as we can be at this point. Let's download this file. Okay. Okay, there we go. And we'll import it into Pro Tools. There we
Yes,
go.
Pro Musician Move's coming. It's an A sharp.
It's in D flat. Originally, it was in B flat. I could probably write a new ragtime piece easier than I can transcribe this one, but that's okay. And then I go to the B section. Okay. We need a click track. We have a click track of 180 now. Let's see. I wonder why I changed the key to D flat. B flat seems just a fine key for ragtime. Oops. No, the old ragtime tune that you're thinking of, Deluxe Tux, is a different song.
Yeah, it's an interlude.
That's an
piece.
interlude, which we do have. I do have access
Yes.
to that.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, it's short. Unless we want to extend that one and make it longer.
You could do that too. I'm for either option.
That might be a better option
Sure.
because I have the file. Oops.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess it could even make sense that it would be a lengthened interlude, and the chapter interlude would be a short version of that same piece. So that does
That could
work thematically.
Chapter interlude riffs. We're not going to save that for now. Whoop. And of course, that's in D flat, isn't it? Just to be funny. Something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. So that's the B section to the other one.
All right, so we can do it. We can make something out of this. My mic stand is not agreeing with me right now. Let's see. There we go. That's better. There it is. Okay. So let's do this. Let's say MIDI 3 from chapter interlude riffs. Let's create a new one. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Then we're going to import MIDI 3. Oh, we need to set our tempo to 180. Import session data from TCD. MIDI 3. Okay, there we go. Oh, good lord, that's not the right tempo. Okay, there, that sounds less ridiculous. Oops. Duplicate. Okay, let's do it this way. That's too fast. It's still too fast. That's better. Okay, we got the first part. Let's duplicate this one more time. Let's hear it. Oh, need to import as well. Let's slow this down and get the right tempo. That's the right tempo. Okay. I screwed that up. Okay, there's the first part, roughly. There we go.
Hey JVL, I've got a Duolingo 400 plus day streak, so it's going pretty well. Duolingo is the teacher, the little owl, little green owl.
Whoa, nice one, Judith Butler's lover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also have some Japanese graded readers that I need to get back into.
So that's roughly the first part of it. So let's do the right hand. I'm going to cheat. That's not right. What the hell is going on here? Bum, 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 bum. Ah, there we go. I'm playing the wrong chord. It's not F there. Okay. Okay, that's the same thing. Ooh, minor 4. That's the same thing. Okay. How about that? And this is different. What is that? Jim, Matt, I appreciate the vote of confidence you have in my piano abilities, but I would have to actually like practice this piece a lot to play it, execute it properly. But that would be cool. Maybe even cooler, make somebody else do it.
Well, as it happens, you are the best piano player that I know, so I don't know that we'd find someone else.
Yeah, well, there we go. What's that chord there? And actually, I think I can't even play some of these stretches. I'd need a bigger hand than I have. I wrote it, but I can't necessarily physically accomplish it. That's it. Okay. I don't know if that was exactly right. Let's see. There's the demo. Okay. Now, what are the chances I can play the melody? Let's see. Oops, I don't want to record it on there. I want to record it here. Something like that. Let's try it again. That's the second part, anyway. Okay, that's almost roughly it. Dun, 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 dun. Let's just play that over again. Dun, 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 dun. Could do it the cheat way.
Cheat. Oh.
Almost had it. So let's try it. Oops. What do I need to do now? I need to do normal. No, I need to be on quick punch, I think. That would be really hard. I probably MIDI'd that one in because that's not very piano-like. It's really easy. Why can't I play that? that. Six notes, chords. Was I playing 6-note chords there? With 5 fingers? Okay, I think that might be as close as we're going to get for the moment. Okay, how long is this now? 45 seconds, I think. Yep. How long do we need it to be?
Well, it's gonna go to the intro sequence and the tutorial, and those could be quite a long time. So it'll just loop and loop.
I don't
Which
want
is
it to be
fine.
45 seconds, though. That's going to be too short and annoying. Okay, now we can write again.
Woo!
So then it should go. So, like, what's the typical form? I want to look at this. Let's see if we can find the sheet music. It's well out of... Should be in public domain by now.
Which piece?
The maple leaf rag.
Ah.
Here we go. So then you repeat that again. Okay, and then you repeat this twice. Everything repeats. And then the trio is a third section. That repeats, and then you go. We have a MIDI file of it. MIDI synthesis not set up. Okay then.
Do I have one, I wonder?
You might. I can just
I might
import it
have
in
it.
here and play it back with the MT32 though.
I think I do have it. I do have it here.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Well, let's see if this one's any good.
Okay.
If it's good, then we'll use it. If it's not good, we won't use it. Why is there two hands? Up, down? I don't get it. Okay, we'll find out in a second. Oh God, that's awful. That sounds like a piano roll. Digital. Okay. Okay, repeats. That's an A-B repeat. So there's A, then there's B, then there's A, then there's B. And we have in our song... Why isn't that muting? Okay, I don't know. I'm going to move this over here so it's not in our way. We have an intro. This is an A. That's a B. Here's the repeat of A. Here's the B, I guess. Okay, here's another section. Is that what's happening here? New section. Again. This is 3 minutes. This. And then they go back to the A section after the B section. And then they go to, so it's A, B, A, C, I think.
Yeah, that's nice.
This is repeated twice. So basically all these sections are repeated. All I can say is after hearing that, I don't even want to try to compose ragtime anymore. But that's just really good. Okay.
It's really good.
It's really good. What are you going to say about that? We could always stick Maple Leaf Rag the MIDI in there. So it should go like that again, I think. to leave that slot B for now because I want to keep moving on. So this should be a new section here, or we should return to the beginning. Maybe the second part. Like this. I don't want a key change. I don't think. Maybe. First section should come back here. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe you could go to the minor. Oh, I need a click. How terrible of me. Okay, everything but the ending I think can work. I just got to make it a little more ragtimey sounding. Because right now it's sounding a little Billy Joel.
I was gonna say I kind of like it how it's kind of
So it changes?
yeah, like it changes like feel.
It could do that. It just maybe needs to sound a little less, I don't know. We didn't start the fire or something. I don't know. And a little more, we're talking about maple leaves again. That part right there specifically. That's a little Billy Joel. Or Elton John. Pick one.
Elton John.
Okay, we're not going to do any copyright strikes this time. They got us on that Heart song before.
Yeah, it's too late. They've already got us.
No click. That doesn't work. Actually, that probably did work. But whatever. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay. I say we listen to this from the top. I'm starting to run out of gas, but I say we listen to it from the top and see where we're at, because we're getting somewhere.
Yes.
And we're 2.5 minutes-ish into the composition, and we need it to be about 3. I'm not sure. Not sure where it goes after this, but... This actually probably should be repeated here. This part here. So somewhere in there, figure this out. And then dum dum dum. Yeah, we're in a good spot. We're at just over 3 minutes once, and then it's going to have a recapitulation probably some point. It doesn't feel repetitive, right?
No, not at all.
Somebody said that. I agree. And Ambersine Zero, I saw you wrote something about you felt like this was the kind of music, when you saw the game, this was the kind of music that you imagined in your head or something like that. That's pretty cool. I guess maybe I did too, because, you know, I mean, all I'm going off is the visual. There's no real audio to speak of other than the bathroom noises and one or few other two things.
Well, you did have the other MIDIs to work as a reference.
Yeah, that helped. That helped a lot.
Mm.
Oh, you mean the Maple Leaf Rag?
Yeah, and also just the Canadian Tune Book
Oh,
stuff.
the Canadian folk songs. Yep, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true, but I also was able to reimagine it, so
Yes, 100%.
good. Bill Kuhn says it doesn't feel repetitive. There's a lot of variety there. It sounds good. Good. Thank you. And thank you, Mousimus. I'm trying to get in the zone because I felt so bad about the beginning of the session where we were just basically on stream looking for files. That's always entertaining, and maybe a test or testament to the entertainment factor of streaming. Hey guys, why don't you come and watch me search for files for 2 hours?
Yeah, because that's something everyone likes to do and likes to just live vicariously through other people doing.
Oh God. Well, the upside is we have all this MIDI and it's all in there. So
yes,
that's a good thing. That makes me feel a lot better about it. I think we're at a pretty good place.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm pleased with this. I'm pretty pleased with this. I don't know. I probably should have announced or told this, but I applied to a job. Now, I have not heard anything back or anything, but I applied to a full-time job composing for a podcast, which is kind of an interesting thing. I think I told you, Julia, but I don't think I told the chat. So I'm actively working at the moment to find myself another composing job that, well, I hope so, Mousimus. But so far I have not heard yet back from anyone there. Furroy. Thanks. Really we do. But yeah, that's something I'm kind of looking into is doing more composition than I'm even doing right now. And doing it full time would be probably a challenge, I think. A good challenge, but a challenge nonetheless. And this particular company is located somewhere on the West Coast. I think California. So it would be probably I don't know what that means. That means I would be working later, I guess. Starting later, but working later kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I assume full-time, you're talking about 40 hours a week composing. So
holy cow.
That's, if you're supposed to average 3 minutes of music, 3 hours of work per minute of music. So finished music. So you can finish that amount of music in 3 hours. 1 minute finished per 3 hours of work. So in an 8-hour day or a 9-hour day, whatever you want to say, you could get about 3 minutes worth of music done. I think that's realistic. Yeah, I do have to send you a bunch of sounds for Roy. We did a little bit of work on that last week or 2 weeks. Was it last week? 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I think. Thank you. I appreciate that. If I got the full-time job, how would it affect touring? Yeah, I haven't got that far, so I'm going to worry. I'm going to cross that bridge when I get to it. I mean, I'm not opposed to doing another contract type of job at all, but at the same time, this opportunity was a really good opportunity, so it was kind of too good to pass up on applying at least, and I did apply, so sent in a resume and a cover letter, something I haven't done in I don't know how long, but I did give it a shot, so there's that, Mousimus, your cat is happy to contribute angry shriek sounds. Send me some angry shriek sounds. I'll put them in the game. So yeah. Anyway, this has been an interesting, maybe the most interesting / boring stream we've done in a while.
I'm glad we're surpassing each other from both ends.
It was probably the most boring and maybe the most interesting at the same time. So that's good. I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out. And I think a lot of you guys got to spend a lot of time chatting with Julia because I was kind of off in La La Land for a little while. In a good way. But yeah, Julia, do you want to re-announce maybe the Big Adventure event?
Absolutely,
Just
yeah. The Big
briefly.
Adventure event it's a Steam event. It's on from January the 20th to January the 24th. And I am doing a special stream to show the new version of the demo, which may or may not have this piece in it. I don't know if there's time to get it all into shape for that, but I'll talk to Dan about that off stream and see what we can do.
That's a good
Um,
question. Yes.
Yes, it's a good question. And yeah, so I'm streaming on on the Big Adventure event Steam page on Sunday, January the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. So our same time Eastern, 8 p.m. on the Sunday though. And I'll be showing off the new version of the demo. And that will hopefully also be available to anyone who wants to give that a try. And this Friday, that's the February the 20 February. Oh my gosh. Is
January.
Friday
Still January.
Fri Friday, January the 21st, Skinned Teen is going to be playing a bunch of stuff from the Big Adventure event on their channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to try to be there for when the Crimson Diamond is being played and answer any questions or whatever
That's this
and just be in
Friday, isn't
chat.
it?
Yes, that is this
Yeah.
Friday. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that as well.
Cool,
See if
cool.
I can catch that. Now that the age-old question, who shall we rate up? I see somebody's playing the new version of King's Quest. Blah. I don't see anybody playing Crimson Diamond, Quest for Glory. Is anybody playing Empire of Sin? Person with one viewer. I don't know about that. That always makes me nervous. We also have, let's see. Renaissance is doing Holy Diver. Middle Age Stream is doing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Kilgore Trout is doing Draken. I don't know. Who else do we got? Anybody else got anybody interesting we could rate up? Taco? Taco's doing Runaway, a road adventure. That's cool.
I'm looking. Um, Skinned Teen is streaming something called Tandem: A Tale of Shadows right now.
Let's check that out.
I don't know what I just looked at I'm just looking at like pictures of this game and it looks kind of like a creepy 3D type of a game. I'm not sure what's going on with it. It looks kind of cool. But I don't know if it's an adventure game or what.
I don't know. I don't think so, but it does say AD. What's AD? I don't know what that means. Hashtag AD.
It's a puzzle platformer.
It's a puzzle platformer. Okay. So maybe we should go to Taco.
Sure. Taco is doing
an adventure game.
Adventure game.
I think that might be the move.
Long live adventure games.
Okay. What was Taco's name before he changed it to Taco?
Oh, Taco. Oh my gosh.
Something Taco. I forget.
Taco 82 or Taco 72 or something.
Something like that, right? All right. Well, we'll jump in with Taco and see what he's doing.
Awesome.
And thank you everybody for coming. And
thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience. Yeah, sticking with us. We will be back. Well, Julia will be back next week, and I will be back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So catch Julia next week, and then if you can catch this any of the streams, that would be cool. Any of the Big Adventure event streams, that would be very cool.
Yeah, and yeah, so starting from the 20th, there's going to be a streaming happening pretty much all the way through the event. So you'll be able to see some other games being played.
Is it on Twitch or is it only on Steam?
I think it might only be on Steam.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's the impression that I got. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to watch from the Steam event page.
But shouldn't that show up on your store page as well?
Yeah, it should. I think it should.
We hope it does. It's supposed to. If not, just watch out for the Twitter tweets, and those will be those will be informative.
Yes, I will tweet out when I'm doing all that. So, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.
Thank you.
And we have rated.
Oh, that looks cool.
Does look cool, right?
It's cool looking.